I think if you get 92% and it takes you 35 minutes, it probably indicates you're pretty good at F1. Yeah, but we wouldn't kind of give that as a full guarantee. Some of the questions, F1 I think it's got the least problems in it. Some of the questions, as I say, there's just been typos that mean it's impossible to answer the question, to come up with the options that they've got in there. And as I say, with the final version, there is going to be, well, a final version of the OTs and a second version of each of the case studies. So they will be with you in October. The other thing that is in an advanced state of production, which you'll be interested in very much for planning your courses for next year, is we're building this tutor handbook. And included in there, there's a toolkit which will have resources which you should use when you're preparing the teaching, whether it's for your subject or whether it's for a case study. So factors to consider, bits of articles that are very, very relevant, examples of past exam questions that should be used for teaching the new subjects that are in the syllabus. We've got planning preparation advice, talking about the things I was saying before about, you know, how long should you take to teach the whole of E1, the whole of P1, the whole of F1. Should you do them overlapping, or should you separate them out into 3 separate pillars? At what point do you make people aware that they have to do a case study? For me, I'd do it right at the start. I would say, right, I'm going to teach you P1 in a moment, but before that, let's have a look at the case study. Because some of the stuff I'm going to teach you isn't about objective tests. And you might not like that because you want to focus on this exam. But unless I do it now, you won't be able to answer a question like that, advantages, disadvantages of ABC. And my case study course is not going to teach you advantages and disadvantages. I want to teach that when I'm teaching you ABC. So course timings, what material might you use? You know, I've already mentioned our official publishing coming from Kaplan, but any other material, you know, what types of exercise might you do for a case study to get people good at writing with business skills, okay? Course delivery guidance, I'll be talking about some of the things that I've said, you know, in terms of reviewing people's work and pointing out that they're missing on business skills or people skills and things like that. And things about, you know, we do try to get people through exams. So to give them fair warning about the approach to the objective test. And things like, you do not buy half an hour if you finish a task 15 minutes through. Yeah? Just little bits like that. Students need to know these. And it's all part of the course, as well as the academic content that we'll be doing. So the tutor handbook will be coming mid-October, I think, mid to late October. Anytime, we have this email box, tutor15.support@cimaglobal.com. It's just, you know, it goes into, well, to my team, the guys who are responsible for putting through the tutor handbook. If you have any question, whether it's to do with how many days should I have on a course, if it's to do with, you know, is there anything I can look at that helps me learn about activity-based costing, any question at all. If you say, I had a look at the objective test, and question number 7, if I think that's wrong, let us know through this Dropbox, yeah? And we get back to you. We've either got an answer, right, if question 7 is wrong, I think we'll have spotted that by now. I'm not cracking the whip over the team to say, let's get this quality assurance right. But if there's, you know, anything else, the guys have been using it since February, March, and we've responded, I think, very, very efficiently on everything that's come through. Okay, so that's to look forward to. Thank you for your time. Again, thank you, as I said at the start, for your passion for CIMA, your passion for teaching, because, you know, I know just how valuable it is to Michael and to Jack, to Venkat, to make sure that there are people in there who are helping our students day to day. As much as Venkat loves coming to Myanmar for Sharky's ice cream, you know, he can't be everywhere he wants to be, looking after all the students. And and a lot of the time that you spend. I mean, again, I know from my own experience that I was a very good mouthpiece for CIMA when I was running BPP courses, and I took an awful lot of the heat off CIMA by being able to answer the questions, by coming to events like this, making myself aware so that I had the day-to-day contact with the students, or my team had day-to-day contact with students. And it was just, you know, it just really does help. It is a three-way relationship between CIMA, between our learning partners and the students. And you've met Christine now, who's going to be responsible for making sure you have as much information as you need, providing analysis, helping you develop your courses, and so on. So, although Christine is a regional resource, and she also has very, very close ties into my directorate. I think probably it'd be fair to say that probably about 60-40 split of where your emails go between regions and the learning directorate. So Christine is my mouthpiece on earth here in the region, as well as being Venkat's support and everything. So hopefully you know, we can see this relationship flourish. And I wish you all the very best in course delivery and success with the students, and I hope to be back in, how soon will you have me back? Well, I'll be back to talk about certificate level at some point, and I'll see you've doubled your numbers of students and doubled the number of courses and everything. So very, very sincere thank you for everything you do for us.